going on, everybody? Art is Life, vlog number 6. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm starting to get some subscribers, so hello, real people. I'm not just talking to myself anymore. There are a few of you out there in the ether, and I thank you for showing back up. I got a couple things going on project-wise, and I'm going to document the process as usual. If you haven't figured it out, this is pretty much going to be an art process vlog, and whatever projects I'm working on, I'm going to try to document them as I go, and then share the experience. People like to usually see the work as it's taking place. The process videos are usually fan favorites, and people give pretty good feedback on that, so hopefully you find these interesting. If you're not into seeing something get made from like step one all the way through, if that is boring for you, this isn't the site for you. So it's been good, it's been fun, but you probably want to go like look up something cooler that tickles your pickle a little better than I'm going to be able to. So I have a custom window request that's going to be very challenging. It is of a statue, and this part is something I've never done before, but I'm up for the challenge. It's going to be on a giant window, maybe 5.5 feet wide, 2.5 feet tall, which is a pretty large sized window for me to work on. One of the larger ones I'll ever have done. And what's unique about this one is I'm going to be trying to interpret a rock relief formation or a statue that's carved into stone in Switzerland. It's known as like the Lion Monument, or the Lion of Lucerne or Lucerne. I don't know how to say it totally, so if I sound like a big stupid, I'm going to make up for it because I'm going to make it look really, really cool. And usually artists don't have to like talk about it. We can just kind of show something. So hopefully I look smarter when I show you what I make, but I don't really know how to say it. But anyway, and to be fair, I looked up how to say it in a few different places, and there are some inconsistencies out there. So I don't want to flip a coin here and figure like to say which one's right. I'm going to avoid repeating it again so I don't sound silly. The memorial itself, though, it's pretty cool. It's like one of the most striking memorials I've ever seen. I'll let you do the research on the backstory of it, but they're basically they're Swiss guards, part of the French Revolution, and there's a bunch of symbolism in it, and it's a pretty long historic backstory. But when I got to this part of it, if I wasn't intimidated enough to try to recreate like one of the most striking statues I've ever seen in a painting, I read what Mark Twain said about it, and I was like, all right, this is going to be a challenge. So this is what Mark Twain says about it. Around about are green trees and grass. The place is a sheltered, purposeful woodland nook, remote from noise and stir and confusion. And all this is fitting, for lions do die in such places, and not on granite pedestals in public squared fences with fancy iron railings. The Lion of Lucerne would be impressive anywhere, but nowhere so impressive as where he is. That's Mark Twain. This dude's not easily impressed. He's impressed. It's pretty sweet. So anyway, I got that ahead of me, but I'm really pumped to do it. I went back and forth with my buddy with way too many messages, because he is very detailed on how he likes things done. He's kind of like a design guy too in some ways. So we went back and forth, and I gave him some like concepts of how I think it should go. And we kind of went back and forth and kind of landed at the end on my first one. So that's usually how it goes with all this design stuff. Is typically I like present something to somebody, and they're like, yeah, we want you to do whatever in your vision. But then when I show them my vision, they're like, no, like we want all this other stuff. So then I show them their vision of how it would look going with their way. And more times than not, I'd say it's like 99% of the time, we end up landing on the original one that I present. But that's part of the process, is like showing people, it sounds mean, but showing people that their version isn't going to work is like work in itself. Like I got to come up with these renders that I know before I begin them, like this is going to be a waste of time. This is not going to work, but I have to like do them, present them to them, and then let them see them all together with the ones I suggested as a comparison. Yeah, that's not my favorite part of the job, but it's part of it, and I'm getting better at dealing with it. So that's on the docket. And then there's this baseball project that I met a guy when I was at baseball practice like months ago, and he owns like a t-shirt company, and they do like a bunch of imprints with baseball stuff, and he needed a bunch of new things done concept wise. One of them in particular being some kind of concept around like a seeing eye dog, or like kind of making like a parody against like umpires. So that was fun. He asked for like, he put in like a package for like 3 custom logos or 3 custom drawings, and I think I did like 9 of them because I'm a psycho and I just like started going ham with it. But yeah, I'll show you guys, and not necessarily the process of those, but I'll show you guys like the finished works because those are completed now too. So yeah, hope you like it. The window is gonna be something.